Welcome to the Referrals Podcast, the show designed to help everyone from the solopreneur to the Fortune 500 company win the referral game. If you want to build a company with an army of ambassadors and raving fans who speak highly of you and refer you willingly, you are in the right place. And now, here is your host, Michael J. Maher.
Welcome to another weekly words of wisdom. Did you guys ever have what was that? World of Wheels. I always remind myself of that when I start the weekly wow. World of Wheels was it's still one of the great places to get wheels for your cars, but nobody has to buy wheels for their cars anymore. So here's the thing. I want you to name a verb that ends in the ing. So I'll start. An example would be running. So for those of you listening, those of you watching diligently in the Generosity Generation group, by the way, this is a good time to start your watch party in your group, start your watch party on your personal profile, start your watch party wherever it might make sense for you and them. So we're going to start with a verb that ends in ing. A verb. What is a verb? Right? So a verb is an action word. So an example would be running. So put your word in the comments below and tell me what it is, right? So what is it? What's your word? What's a word that comes to mind? So Sandy, what's a word? Oh, writing. That makes sense. R-I-D-I-N-G. So Shawn, in the chat window, what would be a word? That would be
planning.
What is it?
Planning.
I like that. So planning is like the word of the day almost, right?
No, today the word cooking is the word of the day.
Oh, isn't it? Right. I'm going to tell you the word of the day. It's salading. Today is the day to eat your salad because tomorrow you're going to make up for it, maybe, right? So I'm going to read some of the comments here. So planning, we've got giving, that makes sense. Writing, we've got all kinds of good ones that are coming in. Hi, Jamie. Hi, everybody that's coming on and watching with us today. I appreciate that. Even if you are watching this on replay or you're watching this in somebody's group or on somebody's personal profile, put your verb ending in ing. And here's why I had you do that. Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is a verb ending in ing. It is not a holiday. Okay, it is a holiday. It is not a uppercase first letter pronoun, right? It's not just a celebration, right? Here's my worry for the world. Not necessarily Generosity Generation, but my worry for the world is that Thanksgiving will come and go. And the Thanksgiving will end. I don't want that to happen. Like, make November every month of the year. Make Thanksgiving just who you are. Thanksgiving. I am Thanksgiving. Repeat after me. I am Thanksgiving. I am running. No, I'm not. I am writing. Okay, I'm not doing that either. Right? But I am Thanksgiving every day. Every day is a holiday. Every day is a holiday. It's a day to celebrate, and every day should be Thanksgiving. Wouldn't it be great if every day was Valentine's Day? If every day was Christmas and every day was Thanksgiving? Ladies and gentlemen, when you do it with the Generosity Generation, when you do it the 7L way, every day is Valentine's Day. It's all about love. Every day is Christmas. It's all about gifts and giving. And you know what? It's always Thanksgiving because it's always about the appreciation. Love, generosity, and appreciation. Yeah, that's right. Your life, your business, your world could be like Valentine's Day, Christmas, or any other birthday, your birthday, if you get gifts on your birthday, and Thanksgiving, all wrapped up into one every single day. So don't stop the Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving. That's my lesson for the day. And we're going to roll into Shawn Wood's word that she came up with, which is planning. And I know that many of you are planning your 2021 business plan, communication plan, appreciation plan, whatever you call it. And today we're going to tell you the one thing that has to be part of every single one of your business plans for 2021. So that's what we're going to do today. So who do we have to do this with? Shawn Woods is a newer agent and a newcomer to Florida, but she has successfully utilized the techniques from 7L to grow her business and her database. She went from knowing no one to knowing the majority of her community within a year through networking. She continues to build her sphere through community events, providing value and giving authentically. Shawn lives with her husband, Randy, and a poodle, Harper, in North Palm Beach, Florida. She is very active with the Friends of the North Palm Beach Library, raising funds and promoting the library as a community resource. She also serves on the environmental committee for the Village of North Palm Beach, advising village council and staff on best practices to protect and preserve our environment. And I will tell you that she was on just a few weeks ago, and she blew us away how she led with generosity that led to referrals, that led to her becoming an influencer and a leader in the community. Shawn Woods, welcome to the Weekly Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
So welcome. And we, of course, need to bring on our mover and shaker. You know, she is not new to mortgages. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to, she looks 19. So it looks like maybe she would have started last week, but she is a mover and a shaker. She is a master implementer and an asset to any person's network or business. And when I say that, not just realtors, it's her community is very, very powerful in the Scottsdale, Arizona area. She makes things happen while also having the compassion and empathy to care about people at a very high level. And I mean, very high level. She truly lives and breathes 7L, perhaps one of the people on this planet that knows 7L best. And she is a loan officer out of the Phoenix, Scottsdale area in Arizona. She is also one of the founding members of our certified referral trainer group. She is also a certified referral coach and a highly requested coach and trainer for ReferCo, but also for everybody else. Let's welcome Sandy Krestan, Riding High.
Hey guys.
Welcome, welcome. So your word was riding. Like, where'd that come from? What made you think of that? Is it the horses in the background?
Well, it's almost Thanksgiving and weather holding. I like to get up like at 3, cook everything I need to cook, and then be able to go out for a trail ride with my babies. Special day.
I love it. So today we're going to hear straight from the horse's mouth, people. I'm
Yes.
telling you, Sandy Krestan is going to tell us. She is the one who's been implementing this. Shawn Woods has been implementing this. And I will tell you, that's who we have on the Weekly Wow. That's who we have on the Referrals podcast. That's who we have on the Daily Dose, are people who are doing it, right? They're implementers. They're making it happen. And if you haven't started your watch party yet, do it now. Just a friendly reminder to go to share, start your watch party. Please don't start a watch party in the Generosity Generation group. We already have one. It's all good. It's right now. You're at it. Welcome to the party. Please share that out to your personal page or your business page or your Facebook group. And if you've been following us long enough and you don't have a Facebook group, what are you waiting for? Really, right? So I have a huge shout out here. Debbie Shelton, that's my shout out. How you doing? She said, I love the November challenge. I have already heard from about 25% of the people I wrote handwritten notes to. This is the power of the PS. I can't thank you enough for all you do for us. I am so happy I found Jen. I was struggling with lead gen, and now I am building relationships, and the leads are coming in and the referrals are coming in. Thanksgiving blessings from Debbie Shelton. Debbie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And hey, kudos to you for implementing. I mean, that seems to be the other adverb with ing, implementing. So I have to tell you, I mean, I just got mine hot off the press right here, right? You can hardly see it. So, and I will tell you that this is a first draft. This is a messed up copy. Yours is going to look a lot prettier than this one, but I will tell you, I love the BattlePlanner, and we're going to talk about that. We introduced the BattlePlanner last year, 2020 BattlePlanner. And this was on a lot of people's desk until about March 15th. And then on March 15th, the world went wild and they wanted to throw the planner away. But here's what they discovered after they came up for air. And here's what they discovered after the shock of stay at home. The yaps still work. The yaps still work. The all yap, the top yap, the planner, it all still works. Life goes on day after day. And guess what? We can seize the day every single day as long as we have a plan and as long as we have the yaps to guide us. Now, we'll talk a little bit about how we had to make adjustments. How did we have to pivot? For those of you involved in the drinking game, right? Every time we say the word pivot, that would be 2 drinks. So last year we introduced the 2020 Battle Planner, Shawn. How did you use that to win this year? And congratulations on your best year ever, by the way.
Thank you. I used it to put the big stuff in first. So I didn't miss birthdays, anniversaries, vacation, that sort of stuff. And then I sort of worked backwards with it. Put my events in, then went out 6 weeks. Of course, a lot of those events didn't happen this year, but changing it around, doing the virtual stuff now, doing it virtually, which is super fun and people love it. But it really got me organized. It kept my affirmations top of mind right there on the page every day. You know, I could put tick marks for how many calls I've made, you know, how many notes I've sent. And it like, sometimes when you feel like, oh, I didn't get anything done today, and you look down, you're like, wait, I got all that.
Yeah, I love that. It is kind of an accumulated record of your day. I had never really thought of it that way. And in fact, one of the things I need to do, I need to flip back. You know, I'm such a future tense person that if anything I do, I look forward to holidays, like what holidays are coming up. And what I need to do is I need to go back and look through the planner, because it's just like, I mean, writing every day, I write it in there. It's just like, that's a lot of stuff. So it is kind of a physical, it's like, how much did you get done this year? Or what did you get done this year? Most people are like, I didn't get anything done. Yeah. But if you have a planner that you wrote in every day, you can hold your planner up and go, you know what? I got a lot done this year. You know, that's why I'm having my best year ever. So what was your favorite feature of the Battle Planner, Shawn?
I think having my goal right in front of me every day, and the affirmations. You know, one of my top affirmations is I'm unstoppable. So,
oh, what?
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm unstoppable. So every day I see that. And another one is I am possibility, because sometimes when you're thinking, oh, you know, can I really do that? Is that possible? Yeah, of course it is. So you just have it right there and you just keep going and you get it done.
So it's I am possible instead of
I am a possibility.
I am a possibility.
Yeah.
So I love that, because, you know, if you look at the word impossible, right, you just put a space in between the M and the P, and you put a little tick mark, right, up above between the I and the M, and you have I'm possible, right, which is anything's possible. And I have to tell you, I love that, because the people who made it this year, who really are having their best year ever. We just did Referral Mastery Summit online. It was fantastic. Both of you spoke at that. Thank you. Rocked it. Here's the thing, is that what I saw is at adaptation, right? The ones who they adapted, you know, they're the ones who really had their best year ever. And, you know, I think that's the beauty of having your planner laid out in front of me, or in front of you, is that you were able to adapt. And I am possibility, you know, I just love that, because it's so funny. I just have to, and I feel like Sandy has just waited in the wings like way too long. I feel like she needs, as a host, I feel like I'm not doing my job very well right now. Sandy, I will be right with you, I promise. But here's the thing is, I just had, I forgot my train of thought right there. I was so worried about
possibility.
Yeah, I am possibility. I taught somebody, a group of agents, a Facebook post that would get them leads and sellers and that kind of thing. Well, they posted it, and one of them got a private message where somebody said, you know what, your question really got me to think, and I'm thinking about maybe selling in the spring. So they came back on and they're like, hey, I got this message. Like, what do I do now? And I'm like, you know, it's I worry about that agent. I'm just saying, because it's like, we have to see the opportunities where they're there, you know, and we can't get blinded to the fact that there's no opportunities. There are opportunities in 2020. There are even bigger opportunities in 2021 if we'll just see them. We'll just see them. In that agent's case, they needed to set an appointment, like set the appointment, go make it happen. Whatever that looks like, set the appointment, take it to the next step. What is the next step when somebody's interested? We set an appointment. So that was awesome. So Sandy, how about you? Talk to us about BattlePlanner and YAP implementation and that kind of thing.
Well, I knew the second you rolled it out at Referral Mastery Summit, it was huge. I literally think I bought 5 or 10 of them to give to my agent partners. For me, the very first thing we did when I came back home was looking at, I took it out of the binder and I put it that I keep. And so I love the holidays, the obscure holidays, getting out there, you know, putting something out different than just mortgages or a success story or, you know, whatever it is. So we planned out the entire year, literally in January, for what we were going to have created in Canva to get out there on my Facebook or on my Instagram. And then we went, after we did that, we took a highlighter and just highlighted, this is the one I like, this is the one I like. And then the team took it and created it for the year, which was a blessing because otherwise it was me doing it at the very last second.
All right, I'm going to interrupt you. Okay, listen. Did you hear what she just said? Like a lot of people are like, they're commenting and stuff like that on the Facebook Live. And they're like, oh, love Sandy. Oh, love Shawn. Oh, love the planner. Like everything's great. You know, everything is awesome, you know? And here's the thing is like, don't miss what Sandy just said, right? Why are you here? You're not here for the entertainment. You're not here because I'm funny. I know that, right? You're here because of the good stuff. Now, notice that Sandy said that she had all of her Canva marketing materials done for the year. For the year.
Yep, stealing that. Thanks.
Yeah, by the end of January, she had it all done and she didn't have to worry about it. Now, here's the thing. The nice thing is you had your 3 events scheduled. You can talk about them all year long, right? And they're like, oh, you know what? I can't make the March event. And you're like, oh, that's good. Because we have a July barbecue that we're doing, you know, or we're doing National Ice Cream Day or whatever it may be. So love that. Love that. I hope everybody got that. Get your marketing materials done up front. You're like, yeah, but what if COVID hits? No, it hit. There's no more COVID, right? I mean, we're going to solve this. It's going to be solved. It's all good. Is make your plan early. All my events for next year, just say they're going to be online. They're going to be Zoom. It's okay. Then if you take them from Zoom to live events, everybody's like, oh, that's awesome, right? We actually get to see each other and hear each other and you know, not worry about the dogs barking in the back, right? So anyway, Sandy, I love that.
Yeah, plan your work your plan.
That's right. That's right. Plan your work your plan. All right, Sandy, I'm not done with you. I interrupted you rudely. So you were talking about getting the plan outlined and putting the Canva marketing pieces together. And
because it's something that if I'm just doing, it's just not going to happen. Mm-hmm. So it was, and I've had the obscure holiday link where I've known about it and they have it broken down by month, but making it so easy to sit with my assistant having a battle planner. I have the exact same one. We highlighted, you know, the plan, get it in, created, put it in the schedule. It was amazing. And then it made it so easy to go and take the national holidays. And we went through to plan events for the year. And we're now sitting down to get ready to do all of 2021 with that idea of, listen, we're having a plan A and a B at the same time. Mm-hmm. We're doing, you know, we're going to assume it's Zoom or some kind of drive-through option of doing it. until it's not. And so I think, this was the year that it got me, at least, out of my comfort zone. Everything was planned for the events. I swipe and adapted Twirls month. It created the dates. We had sent it out to clients. I was like, yes, and it was like, we had our one in February, and then it was like, craziness happened. And craziness is, we've had a great year for our mortgage business in a way that I never thought possible. And I'd be the first to admit that it knocked me off of the event, the road that I thought we were on, the highway. But what it knocked me right into was, the little thing that you teach us, man, check on your people, on your people, and all the other stuff that I might've been doing in my mortgage business, being distracted by, it just left me right down that lane in my highway for checking in on my people.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. That was the key to this year, is we never had a day where we didn't have a reason to call.
Yeah.
Right. This whole year, we had a reason to call everybody in our database, even if it was just to check in. And then after we check in, and I mean, it's like, there was always a reason to call, always. So let me ask you this, Shawn, by using the planner daily, what discoveries did you make about your business and yourself? Did you have anything that really became apparent?
Yeah. Your life becomes a lot easier with systems. And when you time block out your time, which is something I struggled with, but then I finally just buckled down and did it. It really helps. And, if you have to erase something, you replace it. Like, I know, like, okay, well, that came up. I had to deal with that, but I still have to do the thing that was set for that time. So that, and, doing my Sunday night ritual too, and having it in the calendar and having the clothes set out and having everything figured out, it makes your life like easy.
Yeah. Shawn, have you implemented everything from the 7L system?
Not everything, not everything.
Right. I mean, right. But you've implemented like 5 or 6 things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But and this is what we teach, right? It's not about implementing the whole system, right?
Right.
It's about implementing one first, but 5 to 6 and doing them at a high level, right? Do them every day and just repeat it, right? Like the Sunday night ritual.
Become routine, right? They become routine, and now it's part of your routine. Then you can add another thing in. So that's good. And what's interesting, I'm in a lot of these coaching groups at my new office, and I just talk about what I'm doing, and it's like earth shattering to some people. Like, what? Yeah. So I've got I had someone call yesterday that wanted me to coach them. I'm like, well, I'm kind of busy right now. So I'm sharing that. And so Tammy Ebright and I, we're going to do a book club in January. Arnell's going to hook us up. So
I love it. I love it. That's a great idea.
Just people are just really desperate for this great information, and it starts with your battle planner.
Yeah, thanks. And I'll tell you, that's the thing that they found in 2020 is that, when catastrophe hits, the door knocking, the cold calling, it falls on deaf ears, and it won't be answered, right, on the door knocking. Or if it is answered, it's answered by somebody who's really, really mad. Like before it was a nuisance, now it's anger inducing. Right. Whereas if you build your business through love, generosity, and appreciation, by helping people, by, writing handwritten notes that have a PS, all these things, is that it works. Right. And it's never worked better, maybe, than this year. And that's what I love. You said that, systems matter. Systems over secrets. Right. Paulie Dominich is also on today. He's commenting and so on and so forth. It's like, he inspired me the other day. He was talking about, there is no secret to success, right? It's the systems of success, and systems are greater than secrets. There are no secrets to success. And if it is a secret, I mean, it's like, you didn't give secrets, Shawn, in your group. You were just sharing what was working for you. And they were like, whoa, that's mind altering, earth shattering kind of stuff. And it's really not, it's just being human. You know, that's the thing that I think people are shocked at most is I can get a lot of sales by just simply being human. Right? I love that. So how about you, Sandy? Just from implementing the apps and using the planner on a daily basis with your team and with the other realtors, you know, what discoveries have you made about your business and or yourself?
That it's way simpler than I could ever try to make it to be. You know, that it doesn't need to be a bunch of flash. It doesn't need to be a bunch of shiny objects. It's better when it's just keeping it to fewer and going deeper with them and giving them the best, which is me. And, you know, I love the planner. I think for me, I'm more excited about it for 2021 to have the visual for, you know, not only me, but Kayla on the team and Pam, and to keep us focused and that's and more for, here's my log and note. Yep, I did my 5 a day. I got my 5 handwritten notes out. You know, all of the things that when chaos comes and fear and doubt can be distracting you away from the few things. You know, I talk to agents all the time, and they're either having their record-setting year or they're paralyzed in fear and doubt. And I think you have the planner and you have the plan, and of course you're surrounded by the entire generosity generation. Fear and doubt has a way smaller crack to kind of wiggle into your world. And the planner helped focus on, you know what you need to do, you just need to do it. And you're not alone, more than anything.
Are you saying that people should join the Tribe of Trust? Right? This is so hard to go alone. You know, a lot of those salespeople out there, you know, that's what a lot of the sales techniques really is. You know, you got to be a lone wolf. You got to be, you know, don't hang out with geese or whatever it is. Be an eagle. You'll fly alone. All this. Like, here's the thing. What if you could have a tribe of eagles? You know, what if you could have a tribe that you trusted and a tribe of people who were supporting you and loving on you every day? And, you know, I'm glad you said that, Sandy, because that's the power of this community should not be understated. And I probably understate it all the time and probably need to put out there, just like, this is the Tribe of Trust. This is a very powerful group of people who are like-minded, who understand it, who implement and make it happen. And we protect this group. By the way, we have 3 to 5, what I would call phony people who try to get in on a daily basis. And what they do for the answers is it's a bot. I'm almost positive it's a bot or something. And we check every day people are coming in. We filter all those every single day. We filter who gets into this group. So it's not a, you know, one size fits all. It's definitely one of those where the Tribe of Trust needs to be protected. And if you go through this together, you're going to get through it. If you try to go alone, you will wither. And that's why tribes were, you know, put together in the first place. So I also love, Shawn, what you said about if you erase it, you replace it, right? So explain a little bit more about that phrase and what you mean by that.
Well, okay, so I have, you know, my morning set aside to make my calls, but okay, the inspector's coming. They can only come at this time. So I'm going to have to go to the inspection, but I still have to make those calls. So I just have to change it to the time in the afternoon when I had free time. And I'm a pencil person. Like, I love pencils, everything's in pencil, but then I'm a visual too. So I had to, I wanted it color coded. So I found these erasable gel pens. So they erase. Nice. So I have my little color codes and I can still erase it. So
love it. Erasable pen. You know what? Go to the next level. Do invisible pen. Right? I like the spies use, right? And then you got to remember the pencil? You'd go over it with pencil and then all of a sudden the word. Okay. So I'm aging myself. But here's the thing, right? So I'm getting people asking, how do I get the planner? I'm going to tell you how to get the planner. All right. So this is the link. If somebody will put it in the comments, that'd be great. bit.ly. That's right. It actually is a bit.ly forward here. You know why people are like, well, why are we doing? If I just put battleplanner.com in there, Facebook puts a question mark at the beginning of the URL and it doesn't forward correctly. So we've discovered that if we use a bit.ly, that it will actually forward correctly. So bit.ly/BattlePlan21. What I want to do, and I'm going to do, is I'm going to help you construct your battle plan for 21. Hey, you know what? Has 2020 been a battle, right? Last year I warned people, listen, it's going to be a battle. And I saw with everything going on with the election and politics and everything. Now, did I forecast COVID-19? Not even it wasn't even a blip on the radar, but I knew that it was going to be a challenge, and it's been a battle all year. And luckily a lot of people have won. Why have they won? Because they had a strong army and because they had a plan. And what I'm going to help you do is put your plan together for $99. I'm going to help you do the plan for $99. And we're going to get you a physical planner right there that will be delivered to you. I mean, $99, we're going to give you the planner and ship it to you. Like, how are we affording that? I don't know how I know that this costs $70 to print out. $70. Shipping's $20. We're making $9. Hope you're okay with that. Here's the thing is we're going to get you the planner, but we're not going to stop there. On December 7th, which is a Monday, December 14th, which is also a Monday, I am going to go over your entire 2020 marketing, business, and communication plan. I'm going to give it to you week by week. I'm not going to say that here's my plan and this is what you got to do. I've seen people do that. And it's like that. You won't implement my plan. I guarantee it. But you know whose plan you'll implement is your plan. So I'm going to help you over the course of the next 3 weeks, put your plan together. December 7th is live. December 14th is live. If you go to bit.ly/BattlePlan21, that's BattlePlan 21, BattlePlan21, we're going to help you put together your battle plan for $99. Now, why isn't it free? This is the generosity generation, because you won't show up. And we have the hard cost of the planner. Now, why is it only $99? Because here's the thing. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Like, it costs $3,000 a month to have me coach you, right? Here's the thing. You're going to get it for $99. December 7th, December 14th. All my coaching clients are going to be there. All of Sandy's coaching clients are going to be on there. Everybody's coaching clients are going to be on there. So you need to be on there too. $99. This is our Black Friday special, by the way. And we're giving you a sneak peek and the ability to get in early. We only have 200 spots. And when I say, like, everybody's like, you only have 200 spots, it's virtual. No, we only have 200 planners printed, and we're not going to print anymore. Right? So 200 planners, legit. So there's 200 spots. Get your spots today. bit.ly/BattlePlan21. Battle plan. I love creating battle plans. I'm forward-minded. This is my juice, right? This is my time of the year where I just get fired up because there's nothing better. And you might think, well, you know, what was it? Harry S. Truman or Eisenhower? Somebody said that, you know, when the bullets start firing, the plan goes to hell. It's not the plan that matters. It's the planning that matters. It's thinking about these things. Look at what Sandy already said about her battle plan 21. We have a plan A and we have a plan B. Ladies and gentlemen, that wouldn't have happened without the planning process. So battle plan 21, I'm excited about that. BP21. bit.ly/BattlePlan21. And I guess a couple people have posted that. Thank you, whoever posted that. So let me ask you this. Sandy, I'll go to you first. What advice do you have for someone who is thinking about using the battle planner, like literally the physical battle planner for 2021?
I would say, remember this one simple fact. There's a greater chance of you actually doing your plan when you write it down. And there's something magical about, I think it's hilarious that we all use pencils.
You know what's really
Amazing.
interesting? You want to hear a story about that? Is when I was in school, I always felt like they were like looking down on me, like I was poor or something, because they always gave me like the number 2 pencil. And I thought, who gets the number 1 pencil? You know what I mean? Like who? And then on all the standardized tests, it would be like, Michael, remember to use your number 2 pencil. And I was like, why are you talking down to me? Why are you putting me down? I can't afford a lot of things. But I'm just saying that we all now have number 2 pencils, right? So
Yeah.
is there
And I
a
think
one pencil?
write it down, and I'm hoping it's still in a spiral, because I'll do the same thing I did last year, which is tear it apart. I put it in with my business plan.
Yep.
With my life plan. I put it in with my business vision. And, it literally just, it's my highway. It's just my roadmap for 2021 and what for 2020. So I loved it the moment I saw it, and I'm super excited. I've got everything filled out except for my credit card ready to order.
You're awesome.
Yeah,
You're
me
awesome.
too. I'm
That's
ready.
awesome. Well, I love that. And so, I think the biggest thing is, Einstein said, make it as simple as possible, but not simpler. That perfectly describes this planner. This planner has a lot to it. It really does. But we've taken out all the things you don't need and put in exactly what you need. And like, instead of having a calendar of holidays, the holidays are on the days. So I know Nicole Aldaz just used this. She was doing, she saw a recipe for s'mores, and she's like, well, let's just check it and see what. National S'mores Day was 4 weeks out. She invited her entire database to a s'mores cooking Zoom. And guess what? 21 showed up, but she also talked to 400 people before, like 5 or 6 different ways. And she talked to 400 people afterwards in 2 or 3 different ways. So it turned into being a great communication system for her. Nicole does had her best year ever, right? So I love that. That's great advice. Is the writing. I mean, in a technological age, it seems like the pencil is a forgotten tool. And yet I write everything down. Like I write everything down, not because I'm not technologically efficient, right? Or proficient. I'm obviously not grammatically proficient, but proficient, why? Because I know I'm going to remember it better. And I know that it's going to set in stone if I write it down. If I type it, I probably will forget it. I'll probably forget where I put it, So I love that.
Point. I did that last night. I planned everything. I made this great big shopping list for Thanksgiving, as you can imagine. And I was so busy. I did stick it in my bag, my handbag, but then I didn't remember. I got to the store and I'm like, oh my God, I forgot the list. But I had written it down that like somehow the hand and the brain is connected. So when I write in my calendar, these things stick in my head, but I got everything on the shopping list. I forgot parsley, but we'll go back. But then I realized it was in my bag, and we double checked, and I'm like, wow, we got everything. So that really works for me.
I love that. And here's a mnemonic device, right? Is that if you do have a list like that, I'll throw out is look at the first letters and see if you can make a sentence or a accurate, like for the order of operations in mathematics, it's PEMDAS, right? PEMDAS is, parentheses you do first, exponents you do second, multiplication and division you do next, and then addition and subtraction you do last. And it's like PEMDAS, right? Well, it's please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, right? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So if you have a list of 5 or 6 things you got to do, just make an acronym out of it or make a little story out of it. And all of a sudden you're like, ooh, D, what was D again? Yeah. Right? D was don't get pie. Oh, wait. All right. So I don't even remember where I was now. That's so awesome. So what advice do you have, Shawn, for somebody who's going to use the BattlePlanner for 2021?
Okay, get the plan, show up on December 7th and 14th, use the 52-week strategy, plan everything out now, and put your big rocks in first. Figure out your events, put those down so that way you can work backwards and put your vacation in, put all that stuff in, and then the day-to-day stuff goes over that. And that's how you plan your day based on those big pieces.
Yeah, that's awesome advice. And it's one of those where, some people are like, well, tell me more about these events. That's what I'm going to do on December 7th and 14th. Here's the other thing is, do you have to do the events that we suggest? 100% no. Nicole Aldaz just did a National S'mores Day event. I've never heard anybody within our group doing a National S'mores Day. Now, they took her idea, and a lot of people are did National Gingerbread House Day, right? Which is brilliant. That is brilliant. Just so you know, I've had people doing this gingerbread house contest and stuff, and they're doing the gingerbread houses at home, taking a picture and then sending the picture, and then they're doing a Zoom to reward everybody. Just so you know, my suggestion on that is to give everybody something, and then the winner gets whatever they get, right? A new TV or a Yeti cooler or something really cool, right? So, and get sponsors for your Zoom events. And I'm going to talk to you, how do you get those sponsors? And also align with charities on your Zoom events, align with charities. And I'm going to talk to you about how to do that as well. So anyway, this has been fantastic. I know we're running right up on time. Normally we go for 30 minutes, but you guys have been so good. We've gone 41. So here's the thing. Any final words of wisdom for anybody going into 2021? You both have had your best years ever, like not even close, like kick butt, double, triple, making it happen. Like, what advice would you have for somebody that came to you, like in your group, Shawn? You people are like earth shattering. What advice would you have for the people within that group or the generosity generation?
I would say plan big. Plan big. And, everything in the universe arises from language, and you put it out there, you write it down, you put it in your planner, it's happening. And it doesn't happen unless you make it happen. So write it down. It's a goal. Put it out there.
I love that. Don't you think people sometimes, especially this year, kind of shortcut themselves?
Mm-hmm.
They said, oh, March 15th came, out goes the plan. I can't do anything. And it's like, no, that's not how battle plans work, right? It's like, oh crap, I wasn't expecting that. We've got to adapt the 1 degree tweak. What was the one? There was only a 1 degree tweak between your 2019 plan and 2020 plan. 1 degree tweak. And that was your events went virtual. That was it.
Yeah. That was
the yaps still work. The communication still works. The sponsors still want in. The charities definitely still want in.
Yes.
It was a 1 degree tweak. So I love that. Plan big, people. Plan big. Think of yourselves bigger. Sandy, words of wisdom for those that are going and doing their planning for 2021. And what success tips do you have? Oh, you're on mute. There you go.
Sorry, the dogs were barking.
Right. I was wondering who let the dogs out, but
Yeah.
you have answered that for us today. Thank you.
Absolutely. Step one, your affirmations to yourself. We are a $50 million team. Nailing it. Step two, though, is you're not alone. Don't try to go it alone. You can't do it by yourself. And so realizing that you need to ask for help, and know that there is, there's no better group of people that you're ever going to align with other than this 7L.
Yeah.
They are transparent. They'll tell you what's worked for them, what's not worked. And they share like no other group that I've ever been a part of in my 36 years doing this. And so know that you're not alone and ask for help.
Yeah, I love it. If there's one problem with the generosity generation is we have too many people willing to share. That's honestly, there's so many great ideas that it's like, oh crap, I can't implement all these, So I love that. I love that. And by the way, Ingrid, welcome. And Angie, welcome. Debbie Shelton, I gave you a shout out earlier. You're going to have to watch the whole thing now. Radonna Grace is in the house. Radonna, we're thinking about you and praying about you and your family. So ladies and gentlemen, this has been the weekly wow, the weekly words of wisdom. on planning for 2021. I hope you take us up on the offer, because I'm telling you, last year we sold out by the end of Friday, and we were actually planning on doing our sale Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But with 200, we can manage the Zoom and we can manage the communication and give you the customer experience that we want to give. So that's why we're limiting to the first 200 and the only 200. And I hope that you join us for those events, bit.ly/BattlePlan21. Sandy, Shawn, thank you so much again for being guests on. You've been guests on Daily Dose. You've been guests on the, Referrals podcast. I think you've both been guests on Weekly Wow at one point or another. But here's the thing. Who do we profile on here? Some of you are like, I want to be on the Weekly Wow. How do you do that? Implementation. Implement. It doesn't have to go perfectly, right? It doesn't have to. In fact, it's not going to go perfectly. Implement. And then, you know what? We want to share your story, the failures and the implementation success. So here's the thing to remember. Implementation is success. That's the only thing. Implementation is success. That's how you know how we determine success in the generosity generation? Did you implement it or not? That's it. If you failed miserably, then guess what? You're a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
Or you know what? That type of an event is not for me and not for my group. I've been there, right? And you know what's funny is we kept doing it anyway. And guess what? Over time, now people are asking, like, what are you doing for Earth Day in 2021? Like, I don't know. I mean, it's like, we're going to have an Earth Day birthday party, right? Just like we have for whatever, 19 years. So I think literally, that's the thing that people need to remember. I had seven people who wanted a tree on Earth Day 19 years ago, 7. And I remember Jeff Homan came in, my softball buddy, and he goes, there were 5 left. And he goes, oh my God, good thing we came when we came, because there's only 5 left. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I am so glad that you came. It is so, man, you are so lucky you came when you came. And I am so lucky you came when you came as well. So anyway, that's a true story. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all. We'll see you next week on the Weekly Wow. Make sure that you give a shout out to Shawn Woods and Sandy Krestan. She is North Palm Beach, Florida. Shawn Woods. Sandy Krestan is your lender of choice in the Phoenix, Scottsdale, Arizona area. Love you all. Happy Thanksgiving. And remember, don't stop Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving. You are Thanksgiving every single day of the year. Make it Valentine's Day. Make it Christmas or your birthday. Make it Thanksgiving every day of the year for the next quarter and in 2021 and beyond. Love you all. See ya.